What's up, Chigas? We're going over today's trade recap. It's been a while. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened. I was sick. I had a fever. I had diarrhea shits. I had diarrhea shits. Um, Family kicked me out. A lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. But what didn't fall was my relationship with God. All glory to the one and only Jesus Christ. Um, as you probably saw from the P&L, right? I've still been trading, but I haven't been posting. And it's because, honestly, I felt ashamed because after I won right here on 195, I was like, probably shouldn't trade the next, or I don't even remember. Like, I was just like really close to a payout, right? Like you see minus 43, minus 29. Like I don't really consider that losing days. Um but in this time right here and even these two losses right here, there was pretty good price action. Like there was pretty good price action. But I don't know what it was with me. Um, and it's like I just didn't feel like posting videos of me just losing when I just didn't follow my rules. I was just greedy. I was selfish. I was just chasing. I was FOMOing. I was entering off of trades that my beginner self would be entering off of. Like there's no confluences added together and I just see a 1 minute IFEG and then I'm taking it. Like, dude, are you retarded? And so I really just had to tell myself that. And I mean, you see right here on the chart, I literally had one trade left in the pocket. I had one trade left in the pocket, and now we're back. Um, but yeah, I mean, I lost this day, and it was because like I just over traded and just FOMO'd. There was literally like in this stretch, it just felt like my confidence was shot. It felt like um, no matter what I did, like it just felt shot because it was like I was dodging and fading trades that I knew that would play out, and I would take trades that I knew that wouldn't play out. Like I was trading, obviously we were in kind of like a downtrend, and I was just taking long after long after long, thinking that we were just gonna rally to all-time highs. It was just me being stupid, not being aware of the high time frame narrative. Um, and that's just something that I had to realize after taking my losses was just like, bro, am I trading with the trend? No. Am I over leveraging? Yes. Am I over trading? Yes. Are my emotions getting to me? Yes. Was greed, was pride, was worry getting to me? Yes, it was because I was close to a payout, right? Like around this time I was at 26,000, so I owe a couple more trades and, maybe if you get two more trades of like $500 or so, then we could get a payout. And God really tested me. Um, and around this time of the dip, I was like losing, and I literally wanted to like die. I wanted to like kill myself, off myself. Sorry, we're on YouTube, but obviously, like we say that, but we don't really mean it. But it's just like it just felt like I was just like, dude, like what am I even doing? It's like I know that I'm a good trader. I know that I see these things, but yet I don't take the good trades and then I take the trash trades that are like terrible, you know? And that's when I just turned to God and obviously he humbled me. He gave me an illness. Um and it literally felt like I was going to die and I knew that I didn't want to die. So that was pretty funny how that worked out. And it was around this time. So it gave me some time to like reflect and really think. Um And yeah, I can't really remember. Monday and Tuesday, I believe I was just trading against the trend, and I wasn't like. I was still like hard-headed with my bullish bias when we were clearly in a sell model. I don't know. And then there was some other wins, but I still didn't want to post videos because it was like I'm still in the negative. Like, how am I gonna explain it? So here I am now. Okay, here I am now. Forgive me. Sorry, but it was rough. A lot of tears were shed. A lot of pain was felt. Um, but yeah, we're back. Sorry to let you guys down. I mean, it's not like I had much viewership, anyways. Um, but we'll get into it. I mean, there's the trade right there, but we'll just start anew because we took two trades today. Um, so right here, first trade. First, I was targeting this draw on liquidity. Holy crap. Can I move my cursor? I was targeting, well, it wasn't there. Present. I was targeting, obviously, this previous. I was going to put it at the body of this wick just in case if, like, there was some rejection off of it. But clearly, we have a high time frame SMT as ES does not take London low. So all that low resistance liquidity, yes, it got swept. It got swept on NQ. And so I'm like, boom, okay, this is high time frame. This even on the hourly, that this is clearly high time frame. We clearly have a CISD. We have, a change in state delivery, 5 minute change in state delivery. We're taking these out. We got this data high above, which in hindsight, I probably should have just targeted and probably put more risk on the table. Probably just targeted like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and probably did 3 contracts instead of 2 because this is a beautiful setup. V shape, 1 minute IFEG, high time frame SMT, bullish break of structure. This is beautiful. Plays out in a couple minutes, right? But I was targeting the previous day, which probably was a little bit too greedy considering the fact that, we're still in the first 15 minutes of market open. So it's still going to be really volatile. And knowing that, I dragged it and I just wanted to target literally a 2R. I just wanted to target a 2R. That's all I wanted, right? That's all I wanted because obviously we just passed 4R or 1 to 4. And so, oh my gosh, I'm like, dude, oh, but we don't have a break of structure right here, so I might get cooked. But I'm still holding it, knowing I probably should have closed. And then I get break even. And then next minute, run straight to take profit. So, that was kind of cooked. That was kind of like, dang. Like, I was clearly right. My bias was clearly right. Maybe the draw after this candle hits, maybe the draws and liquidity hit, and then now I'm looking for shorts. But we get some accumulation, and apparently that was the manipulation, and so we have a nice AMD. And so if you took shorts right there, kudos to you. But I'm still like bullish. I'm still really bullish because one, we just dumped, clearly just taking orders out with no retracement. So it's not like retail is going to get into shorts. And so right here, I was maybe looking for a short setup here, even though that we do look like we're creating a V shape, nice reversal move. Um, and on the higher time frame, we just have an SMT right here. NQ sweeps out this body, this liquidity pool. Yes, there's no wick to it, but it's still liquidity at the end of the day. So it created that SMT, as you see here. Boom, SMT. And so I'm like, okay, my conviction is still there. The draws and liquidity are still there because there's just like this. Obviously, we want to rebalance this gap again with better structure. So that's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking maybe we hold this, we just wanted a sweep, bullish SMT, and then we get a nice V-shape IFVG. So a play that probably could have, a play that could have worked out for you depending on how you trade, especially like equilibrium. Um, you could place your equilibrium right there. Clearly, we're respecting the 1 minute, and then you could just target from here to, here. You get the point, right? That's why I really like equilibrium. I've been put on my winning days beforehand, I was doing like trades like this. Whoever watches like Aval trades, he does the same thing. It's really just all about like conditions and equilibrium. Conditions, equilibrium, liquidity. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. It works really well, especially if liquidity has just been swept, conditions are being held. It's really good. And just in this pattern, when I saw it V shape out of here on this 1 minute, I was even saying right here, like if I did live time trading, I was even saying right here, like, bro, you could just like buy right here, right? But I'm just not gonna like enter something where it's not my execution model. So that's completely fine, right? And, dudes in the comments will probably be saying, well, bro, that's hindsight, bro. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, buddy. Um, but and I was looking for an entry point here because we're clearly holding these 5 minute gaps. Um, but just no V shape, no clear like 1 minute, right? Like we break the 1 minute right here, but because we swept like break even points, I'm not really looking for longs. I just feel like if I would have bought right here, it's just too premium. Um, and so yeah, it was just. I mean, yeah, it still would have played out if had you played longs and just done like a 1-to-1. Like that's cool and that's nice, fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So what we get out of here, right? I'm just looking for longs. Obviously, we're breaking through bearish conditions. We broke through this 15 minute that I wanted to see get disrespected. We broke through this 5 minute that I wanted to see get disrespected. Um, and so right here we have a 15-minute intermediate low and we have a 15-minute gap. What I really wanted to see for a continuation was some sort of liquidity sweep because we're probably going to respect one of these gaps and have a liquidity sweep and then a nice reverse move upwards to obviously the session high and even the previous day high. So my draws on liquidity were still there. Just see how it plays out. Boom, we get that liquidity sweep, and as soon as I see that, we get a nice V shape, and there is when I buy. And this happened like so fast because I was getting ready for the gym, thinking that we'd probably just like keep rallying up and up and up. And so I was looking at the 15 minute, and I was like, boom, we respecting it, boom, we swept. And then right when I saw the close, I just clicked the buy button, and my buys was set to two. In hindsight, I probably should have had three, added three contracts just because of like sell two right here and leave one runner would have had more profits because this is just such an easy like textbook continuation liquidity sweep bouncing off of a 15 strong reversal move and quick break even right here and you're just not even in drawdown whatsoever. And then another confirmation to know that we were going to go higher is just set your anchor right here. Um, Set your anchor right here, and boom, you get a tap in on the equilibrium, and you could have just entered one contract right there if you really wanted to, and then boom, take profit hit. So yeah, I mean that those were the two trades today. I guess you could learn from the first trade, right? Maybe size up because it was pretty nice. Same with this. Learn to size up, especially when the draws on liquidity are right there. The conditions are being met. There's good price action, good point swings. Like if you were bearish today, you would have won. If you were bullish today, you would have won. Like that's like a beautiful day in the market, right? And knowing that, you need to size up. So obviously I'll keep that in mind for next time to, maybe size up. If not, it's fine. I'm still gonna probably keep the two contract rules just because I like to, because I have a what's it called? I have like a hard stop limit for like 300 on the daily loss limit, just for myself, so I don't like overtrade and have like a day where I lose like $400. Because I know if y'all been watching, like I did lose like a day where I almost lost like $500, and like losing $500 on a 25K account is no bueno, right? If you lose $500 on a 50K account, I guess that's fine if you're risking like 1%, but yeah, at the end of the day, a win's a win. I thank God for the win. I thank Him for giving me the confidence again to just believe in myself. Because, like I said, like every trader will go through this, right? You kind of just second guess, like, what are you doing, right? Like, you know what works, you know your strategy, you know what to do, but you're just like not doing it. And it's like you kind of just have to reflect and be like, this is who I am. I need to change and just surrender, bro. Like if you're watching this, bro, just surrender to Jesus, right? Like inwardly, right? Trading has brought out of me like the sin of pride. And so like I've had instances where God has had to take like all my accounts away from me in order to remain humble. And then even like this week where like I was literally down to my last trade. Like I still it wasn't like I was having like evil prideful thoughts thinking like I was better than someone, but he still needed to break me down more and more so that when he builds me up, right? Like I remain humble. So, yeah, like you're going to have sins that are going to hold you down in trading, right? Like in that stretch where I just felt ashamed because I wasn't following my rules, I felt the sin of greed. Because there was some days where I just showed you where I was red, but I was targeting such a high drawn liquidity that just wouldn't have reached. So I was greedy because a red day could have been a green day had I just got my piece of the pie and left. I was worrisome. I was fearful because I was relying on trading being my salvation, trading being my, financial security rather than God. And because of that, it was affecting, my mental on my P&L. It was making me, um, second guess trades that were good and, place terrible trades because I just wanted the money. And it had me just worrying about the future, right? Because so much things were happening, and I'm not going to get into it, but I was just worrisome about the future. And then three is pride, was just me being hard headed, right, about the trend. The trend was clearly bearish, the last couple weeks, right? The whole entire month we've been bearish, and yet I was looking for longs. And it's like, dude, like, come on. Like, you are better than that. You know how to trade. You know that the higher time frame holds more power than a stupid 1 minute inversion, right? Like a 1 minute inversion is good for an execution point if there is X, Y, and Z stacked up with it, right? So that's just learn from me, right? Obviously, we just got to strive for perfection because God is perfect. And so I just thank God Himself for just saving me in these moments of struggle, tears, anger, frustration. Um, and so, yeah, I just wanted to make this video because, maybe the person who watches this maybe is going through the same thing where it's like, maybe they're on the same path as me where they want to post and then they just feel ashamed to post because of they can't follow the rules. So just surrender, just submit, and God bless you all.